Well, folks, welcome to yet another episode of the Rumble. Today I have a guest, a rather unusual guest, because unusual for me, not for her. She's been doing this for years. She was a stewardess or air hostess, as they used to call it in those days. Her name is Elsie Dhas, spelled in the most peculiar way, D-H-A-S, but that's her. And so, welcome to the show, Elsie.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me over.
Oh, I'd love it. It'd be lovely having you. Now, I know that you've been flying, as you said a little while ago, 34 years.
That's right, 34 good years with Indian Airlines.
Indian Airlines. Almost like you might have gone through seeing the evolution of airlines almost. You started off in...
Avro, the Hawker Siddeley 48-seater propeller aircraft.
Okay.
Yes, I've seen it all. The development of the aviation industry in India, I would say. From the propeller aircrafts to the beautiful Boeing 737, which excited us so much because it was the first jet.
Came. Ah, okay.
Then the wonderful Airbus 300, the wide body aircraft. But of all this, the challenge was when they came in with the open sky policy, and we had to face competition.
Which you never had to bother about?
We never had to. We were the big boss all throughout.
Yeah, I know.
But then came competition and the challenges.
A lot of people used to absolutely hate Indian Airlines for the kind of way they treated passengers. They were callous, or you had to know some commissioner or some darn thing like that before you could get a ticket to go to Bombay. These were in super short supply, and they used to behave in the most arrogant manner.
Well,
maybe not you ladies on the flight. But
no, we were really darlings, I think so.
I like the way you like to praise yourself. But
thank you.
The staff
and
on the ground,
my crew, and my wonderful pilots and everybody. But maybe being a monopoly,
yes,
it had its own bad points where we could have slipped, hurt people, or made life difficult for people. With strikes at Diwali or at Christmas time.
Yeah, that was another peculiar thing. You always struck work at critical points where everybody wants to go home, the planes are grounded.
Grounded, because then your bargaining power became a lot stronger.
Yeah. So what happened was that we actually started looking at you people like a regular employee of a government company. You know, that you had no feelings for the public. You're not a private industry. So was it a huge jolt when the private airlines came in?
Well, yes, it was. I think so. No one expected the government to open the sky, and no one thought these private airlines would even survive because it is not easy to run an airline, and Indian Airlines was already so well set with aircrafts, manpower, government support. Yeah. But then the challenges came, and I think that was something that we all took it on so well, and I'm so happy that I was part of what we call changing times. Because by then I had already become chief air hostess and then deputy manager.
So chief air hostess don't fly?
No. Fortunately, we flew. Our wings were not clipped because once you join as a flying crew, I think till the end you want to do that. But we had to face a lot of challenges because of tough decisions. How are we going to take these new guys? Are we going to just fold away, fade away, or are we going to take the bull by its horns? And we did that quite successfully, I think so.
Well, that's you have to know. Is the Indian Airlines now a successful airline?
I can speak about Indian Airlines, which now is called Air India after the merger. But from Indian Airlines' point of view, we are still doing great. The flights are going full. The service is still so wonderful, where you get nice hot meals and...
they maintain those kind of standards which these smaller airlines have.
Because we are not a low-cost carrier, so we still have to maintain that. And another thing is, we are still maintaining the traditional look.
That's true. The sari-clad pretty women on the flights. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, that's true. And of course, your connectivity beats anybody else.
Yes. We fly to every nook and corner, and there's something I could add. Not many airlines wanted to fly to different parts of Northeast.
True.
But Indian Airlines never backed out of these kind of rules.
Well, it was government. It was like you're always doing a government job.
Maybe.
You had to go there.
We had to go, and we did it, and we continue to do so.
Okay. Now, when you see the younger crew who are now boarding the different planes, you see a substantial difference between the time when you joined the airline and you see all these youngsters in.
Well, in many ways. I think it is also the now generation kids who are flying. Maybe their way of looking at a job itself is different. For us, it was not a job, but a job that we loved, which we didn't want to leave.
And everybody envied you.
Yes, of course. We were the glam girls those days.
True.
We could beat Bollywood even now.
Yeah.
But the nowadays generation move on.
Come to think about it, did any of them move into cinema from airlines? Are there any?
Well, we have a very popular Tamil lady called Miss Kanchana.
Okay.
Well, she acted years ago. She used to be a air hostess with
nobody from Bollywood.
Indian Airlines. Not to my knowledge. No one has got into Bollywood. But we had girls who became models, but not that many. And I believe so. I'm not very sure that our present Chief Minister, Madam Jayalalitha's aunt, used to be a air hostess with Indian Airlines.
Really? Okay, that's a bit of interesting news from her. When we come back, we'll find out how strict and difficult was it to get into the airline, because it was a really coveted job those days.